Chaemiko, the best human in the world right now, it would seem. First in the race ranking for him, 6th for Lucy on the undead side. We're happy, and 1-0 have been very successful lately. For Lucy, it's been a little while. However, I would say he has been looking a bit stronger the last half year than he was before, so maybe he is on an upward trajectory. Hopefully he is. Otherwise, he's going to have a tough time here against Chaemiko. We start our best of 5 on Northern Isles, with Lucy in the top right going for a ghoul build. Happy has shaken up the meta against human recently, as Happy has been starting to play a lot of fast expansions with the Lich first. In the past, it was always the Crypt Lord. Now, the Lich seems to have taken over the meta. Is that also what Lucy is thinking about? Yes. It is the new Lich first playstyle that I imagine Chaemiko will be expecting here. Lucy is normally an undead who always tries to go for the fast expansion against human. Doesn't usually play the one base DK Fiend style. Seems like perhaps his execution of that isn't quite as strong as that of 1-0 and Happy of the one base playstyle. So relies more on the 2 base macro side of things, and I believe Chaemiko expects that. Did I say China's best undead? I meant Korea's best undead, of course. Although Labyrinth is kind of making a claim for that title recently. Footy Scout is going to tell Chaemiko quickly what's going on here. He's going to creep the Tuskars, get level 2 quickly, and hope for either heal pot or mana pot. Oh, the water elemental got ensnared. That is not ideal. That is far from ideal. That means he's taking a good amount of damage here on his peasants. Footy harassing the Lich a bit. No peasants were lost, but a lot of them were damaged. Oh, I like the chip damage on the Lich here. This is very nice. Every little bit of damage on the Lich matters, as the Lich is a pretty squishy hero. And the timing for Chaemiko seems perfect to harass the expanding undead player. Nice. Consolidating his forces. And here we go. What's he going to target, I wonder? I would love to see 1 or 2 footies on the Lich constantly. And then the rest maybe attacking some ghouls. Especially the water elementals should be targeting the ghouls, of course. 1 footy falls. 1 water elemental falls. And Chaemiko... Oh, he's not teching yet. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Expansion prevented for now. And Lucy goes for the 1 base tech. This is something I felt like might have been the answer, which is to not fast expand against the Lich, but rather either play a pressure game early on or go for a fast tech. Tower as well. Still no tech for Chaemiko. Is he gonna take it out? Buys the boots. Chaemiko may have a wrong read. He may be expecting Lucy to try to pull through with the expo. But that is not the case. Lucy has started already his tier 2. Oh! It's actually Chaemiko who now decides to expand. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Archmage gonna get close to level 3 from this camp, but it won't quite be enough. Lich creeping at the same time. The claws were excellent for him. The talisman, not so much. Oh, Archmage found the claws plus 9. That is the perfect item for him. Good Skelly Scout, though. Lucy learns about the expansion from the opponent, but doesn't have an Acolyte left to try to expand here in the end. And the lumber for Chaemiko is looking wonderful because he was harvesting so much lumber in the main for such a long time. Gets to level 3 now, and Chaemiko seems to be in a great position in this game. I wonder, was this perhaps the wrong creep route by Lucy? Maybe it should have gone for the instant expansion, right? It's not so easy to creep, but it is possible to creep with the ghoul build. Maybe that was the error here. Archmage felt the pain of the level 2 Nova, but he found the perfect item to counteract it. Replenishment potion popped. Ooh, and that's some valuable healing for the old wizard. Nova level 2 here, very strong against the footies right now, but now the Lich, out of mana for the time being, can use Dark Ritual, of course. But it's only level 1 Dark Ritual at the moment. Archmage is back. He knows he doesn't have to fear the Nova right now. And the Water Elementals are very strong against the ghouls. The boots on the AM plus the claws, so strong in being able to find a few pickoffs here and there. And here comes the tier 2 tech. This is an excellent looking game for Chaemiko. I wonder if he's going to go rifles or knights. The great thing about playing knights against Lich first is normally they don't have frost armor. Normally with Lich first you go Nova, Ritual, Nova, Ritual. And without frost armor it's a lot harder to keep your fiends alive against knights. Lucy might still be trying to expand here in the end, but if he does it's going to be a lot slower than the human. Alright, little ghoul attack coming in. 6 ghouls, 2 heroes on their way. And only 1 arcane tower so far to defend, so this could be very painful for Chaemiko. The timing. Oh, I was about to say, it couldn't be worse, but he didn't actually start the creep camp just yet. So he goes walking back, not running. Oh, the Lich. Oh, he doesn't have Nova. He doesn't have enough mana for Nova, so this Lich is actually hardly threatening. Oh, with the Nova, this could have been so much damage, but without Nova, nothing died. Nothing died. Ooh. That was very bad for Lucy. He invested so much time trying to get south and do damage, but got nothing in the end. But at least he forced Chaemiko to focus on the south. Oh, beautiful surround. Summons the Water Elemental to block the Lich. But the Lich still gets into range for the Cloak of Shadows. But I think the DK will be revealed here soon. Oh, and the Telestaff, if he gets this cancel. Throw the Beast used. Water Elemental slow on cooldown, plus he doesn't have mana. And the footies are just in hold position. But the DK should be able to fight out of this one. The Nova could be coming in any second. Dude. He was mid-spell animation already. Oh, the Death Knight. Oh, the last hit from the footy. Are you kidding me? Oh, wow. Man. Pretty sick game here. Wait. Wait. Oh, the remaining footies. The remaining footies somehow got the cancel. What? Only 2 footies got the cancel? And now we got the MK coming, tier 3 on the way. And Chaemiko is looking excellent. Under no pressure. Basically this whole game. Perfect economy.
Players' forces are under attack.
And he's going Knights Gyros. Double racks, double workshop, and an arcane sanctum for good measure. Oh, and Lucy still doesn't have the aura. Oof, that hurts. Not having the aura at this point in the game. Very, very painful. Looking for a Stormbolt Surround maybe. Or you can just go for the cancel again. Oh my god, is this enough? Oh, it's close. MK might be falling. But he's trying to run away. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god, last second count. GG. Excellent showing by Chaemiko and a painful first game for Lucy. That did not go his way at all from beginning to end. This was all Chaemiko. With the perfect counter. Fast level 2, creep route, run over, be aggressive, prevent the expo, or at least delay it by a long time. I think if Lucy goes for the instant creep of the natural, that's much, much better for him. Right? I think so. Maybe not the right creep route for Lucy. But he's going to have a chance to still score some points here against Chaemiko, the favorite in this matchup. We haven't had a human qualify so far out of the prelims. Chaemiko is trying to change that today, along with Sok, who's going to be playing after this one, up against 15 Sway. We are in the lobby for map number 2, which is going to be Tidehunters. Another great map for Lich Fast expansion. And on this map, I don't think the Archmage can prevent it. Shouldn't be able to. Oh yeah, Lucy's probably taking a smoke break right now. I forgot about that for a minute. Lucy normally takes a little smoke break between maps. So we got a moment here. How are you guys doing today? I hope you had a good week, folks. And I'm going to have a nice start into the weekend. It's 1 p.m. here in Germany. People are getting ready for the weekend. I'm going to be going back home actually tomorrow to my hometown to visit family and deal with some family stuff, which, well, some good and some bad, you know? We need a new patch. I agree. Believe it or not. I would love to see a new patch as well. Some of you may have heard that I did a patch suggestion video on our YouTube channel where I came up with a lot of different ideas of how to change the balance and a lot of units and stuff to nerf some things that are too strong and to buff a lot of things that are too weak that we unfortunately never get to see. Like, you know, Chemical Rage and lots of different things. If you guys want to check that out, you can find it on our YouTube. Thank you, by the way, Ding Dong Dong Ding Dong, with a 5-month resub. Sorry I missed you earlier, buddy. Are you from Karlsruhe, Remo? Yes, I am. Well, I'm not exactly from there, but I'm like from a village right next to it. So yeah, I'm from the general region. Yes. And as I always like to point out, Karlsruhe has the best pub in the world, Irish pub. It's called Scruffy's, and I hope I'm gonna get to go there tomorrow. I don't have a lot of time, precisely, so we'll see. Do they have Murphy Stout on draft? I don't know what they have on draft, to be honest. I always order Snakebite. Don't know which beer they use. Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of Irish beer. I gotta be honest with you. But just the flair and, you know, the atmosphere, it is excellent. So, if you ever find yourself in Karlsruhe, go to Scruffy's. You shall not regret it. I could tell you that you can say hello to from Remo to them, but they don't know me. I don't know the owners personally. I've been there many times, but yeah, I don't know them. The owner himself, who's called Scruffy, he's got red hair. Maybe that is why I got a thing for redheads. Maybe that's the reason. Thank you, co-pilot, with a 9-month resub. It says great weather, great caster, great day. Hells yeah. German and Belgian beer is the best. Yeah, I also really like those. I also like Czech and Polish beer. Especially Czech beer. Are you gay or heterosexual or on both sides? I'm straight. I'm heterosexual, but like I like to say oftentimes, if I had a choice, I would definitely choose bisexual. Hell yeah, because you know, otherwise you're missing out on half the fun. But it's not a choice, is it? Oh, would you look at that? Chaemiko trying to go for the lab creep first. If you know your opponent is playing passively and you're not being harassed at all, this is the best creep route you can go for. Once again, Chaemiko adjusting very smartly. He didn't scout what his opponent was doing, but he's just very sure that Lucy will be playing a fast expansion, and he is correct. It is indeed a fast expo. Alright. If this is a Robo of the Magi, it is so hard to hold on in the early game against the Archmage. Big lottery. Big lottery. Boots of Quel'Thalas. Okay, that's one of the worst items.
Player's forces are under attack.
Continuing to creep in the middle. Oh, wait. Can you get a quick level 3? Imagine if the Archmage creeps this green cap and then creeps this with Militia during the tech. That could be a fast level 3. Ooh, this could be very strong. Very poor items here for Chaemiko, but a good build. And it could be a good counter against Lucy's build. Lucy normally plays this expo creep with 3 ghouls, which I still think is a mistake. With 4 ghouls, excuse me. You can do it with only 3. Because with 4, you're missing a lot of lumber. And here's the Militia creep I was talking about. Oh, this Archmage is going to be very strong. Hits level 3 perfectly. And now we got the level 2 elementals. Expansion is going to be cancelled. And Lucy already finds himself in a tough spot.
Town is under siege.
Yeah, I think you gotta really be on top of your scouting with this first expo play. You gotta know where the opponent is, you gotta cut off their way of attack, and you need to make sure that this expansion doesn't get cancelled too much. Getting it cancelled once early, I think it's okay. But if it gets cancelled again, that's a huge disaster. Chaemiko's buying the staff, trying to get in range for another expo cancel again. Oh! He saw him. He saw the Archmage, that was important. Lucy cannot allow another cancel. Oh, Archmage getting caught. There's footies in the main. He can staff over there. Oh! Didn't actually get surrounded. The Nova wasn't quite good enough. The boots and the staff, a big help for the Archmage. In the meantime, tier 2 is coming up. I wonder if Chaemiko is going to go all in on tier 2. Certainly could. Rifles, priests, maybe some mortar teams. And trying to do as much damage in the meantime as he can. A lot of units about to drop. A couple of acolytes, ghouls.
A player's forces are under attack.
But I think only a single acolyte actually fell in the end, so... Good saves by Lucy. Who has expansion finishing now. Second hero time, Naga. Oh. I don't think I've seen that before.
Player's forces are under attack.
Somebody's hammering in the other apartment. Can you guys hear it? Oh! He's trying to catch acolytes between the bases, but there's only one missing. It's not that painful. Chaemiko playing super aggro. Wow. Wow, this is... with only 2 footies and 2 units. I think he's trying to slow down the tech as much as he can. Before going for the big push, maybe. Ooh, but he's also losing some footies in the meantime. I think Lucy's not in a bad position. Once the graveyard finishes, and once he can go for fiends... I think Lucy might be favored here. Archmage may have to TP out. Oh, the staff actually is enough to get him out of trouble. Naga also gonna get away. She's got the boots.
A player's forces are under attack.
Seeing Chaemiko against Happy, possibly. Actually, we most likely will. Because the main stage, the top 8, is going to be a round-robin format. So, pretty sure we're going to see them facing off against each other. The Naga is really good right now to snipe out single ghouls. But the longer the game goes on, the larger the armies grow. She will be falling off more and more compared to an MK. The good thing is, she can stay at range. And isn't going to be as exposed as a Mountain King will oftentimes be. Because you're always naturally running into the front line. Chaemiko doesn't seem to be interested in expanding. He's going to call the boys, go all in. I think he has to make a workshop, though. Is he tower pushing? With the proxy workshop, he can apply a lot of pressure here. Hitting the main base, not the expo, where 2 towers are finished. And the tier 2 still takes quite some time. And I think now the game plan reveals itself. Chaemiko, it seems like, definitely was playing this aggressively to slow down the tech. Oh! And with the push into the main, he can kill the altar and perhaps delay the DK. Altar has to be remade at the expansion right away. Lucy is doing it. Militia arrived going for a power build on a farm, which is weird. As... no, Chaemiko is supply stacked, so it does make sense. Lucy has a lot of units here in the mix. The Naga is level 2, Chain Lightning comes in right away. The ghouls, of course, die quickly against the rifle damage, plus the watch elementals. Good kiting by Chaemiko. 1 peasant still alive. Should probably make a shop, maybe. That was important. Lucy took out all the peasants. Chaemiko has the stronger army right now, but the question is for how much longer. Tier 2 is about to finish. With Slaughterhouse coming soon, this could turn around. And of course the DK gonna get added soon as well. More militia called from the main. We have absolutely no lumber income. And more peasants have to be remade. I think it was a small mistake here by Chaemiko, not moving back the peasants and losing them all rather easily. Chaemiko now having to fight into the undead base with only a tier 2 human army. Chaemiko definitely in a tough spot right now. I think the mistake by Chaemiko was also not setting in a footy during nighttime and then using the staff, get on top, cancel the expansion again. He's fighting some kills here, but Lucy, I think he should be able to stabilize, right? The DK coming is going to be a big help. Good position on the tomb, by the way. A lot of undeads, place it too far forward, lose the tomb, lose the items. And now the Lich level 4, he's got so much mana. Now we see the proxy workshop. This perhaps also should have been a bit sooner. With this sick Lich mana sustain, I feel like Lucy should be able to hold this one, especially once the DK arrives, which is the case now. Lucy's got so much gold income here. 54 supply for him. First more team is coming. That one's good for taking out buildings, but very bad for fighting fiends, actually. It's not over yet. Chaemiko has to be very careful with his priest positioning. If they're too far forward, Nova and right clicks will easily take them out. Alright, the first Moor team has arrived. Now finally we have an arcane tower coming. Chaemiko on 50 supply. Low lumber. Had to remake some peasants. Oh, one fiend is gonna go down. Naga's about to get level 3 here, by the way, but she's got no mana at all. And the Moor team getting sniped. Almost. Naga hits level 3. Is she gonna go cold arrow here? No. Fog lightning it is. Despite having no mana. A couple of fiends go down, but also Chaemiko is suffering some losses. Going for a lumber mill. So that the peasants in the attack can also harvest some lumber. More rifles falling. The damage of Chaemiko really doesn't seem to be that high anymore. Priest getting sniped very easily. The fiend damage now very high. He doesn't even have attack upgrades yet. Lich eats a fiend. Look at that mana that he has. That must be a hold. That must now be a hold for Lucy. It's actually really cost efficient to use Dark Ritual on fiends. You get so much mana from them. Two more teams, but not too many rifles for Chaemiko anymore. Does have the 1-0 attack upgrade. I like the lumber mill here. This is pretty cool. Giving him more lumber from these priests. Lucy didn't remake a second crypt. That perhaps a bit of a mistake. The statue is now becoming in. The Naga finds himself in trouble and also blocked. And that will be the death. TP transferred. Oh my goodness. Just barely survives it. But the push is certainly held. And that game should normally be over. Is Chaemiko still going to try something here? If he's going to try to counter-expand, he's going to be far behind. Naga and Archmage aren't going to get too much stronger too soon. Chaemiko also doesn't have the gold here. The lumber, I mean, to counter-expand. He's going to try to creep as much as he can now, it seems. Go one more time into upkeep and try to break Lucy, perhaps. But the Lich, so strong. Out of the fast expanding heroes, Cryptlord, Dreadlord, Lich, the Lich definitely seems to be the strongest in transitioning into the late game. Alright, here we go. The next push arrives. We have one heal scroll and one invuln for Chaemiko. Naga feels the Nova Frostburn right away. He's got a 2 Fog Lightnings here, maybe. Uses 1 and takes out the first Fiend. The more teams trying to take out the towers, forcing a lot of repair. There's actually no mining happening right now from this Expo. Ring of Region on the Naga, by the way, was pretty good. Oh, the more teams get caught. One of them taken out quickly. And Lich's Nova just does so much damage. With all that mana sustain, of course. Got a mana pot on the DK also. Oh, and the Meat Wagon now in the mix as well. Chaemiko really wants to take out the narrow tower, but I don't think he's going to be able to. The mass repair. Oh! He does get it. Aggressive coil from the DK takes out 1 more. Another Rifleman falls. Death Knight, though, close to falling. Very close to falling. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait a minute. DK dead. Archmage getting targeted now. There's still an Immo Potion. Did he skill Elemental? Yes. Level 3 Watch Elemental. Dealing with the Meat Wagon now. No way. No way. No way. Lucy has a TP away. These items definitely should have been on the DK. Ring and TP certainly should have been on the Death Knight. Oh, Lucy, that game should have been his. Should have been his. It's not over yet, though. Lucy's going tier 3. I think Lucy can stabilize on 1 base. I think even if he loses the Expo, he can still win this game. But he has to Tavern rest the DK. But he doesn't have the lumber for it. He only has 2 ghouls left.
Players' forces are under attack.
That was certainly a bit of a mistake. Lucy should have not lost this expansion, but Chaemiko, also credit goes to him. He did this well. A lot of resources here for Chaemiko. He could go tier 3. I think if he tries to push the main, I think that's a mistake. Because tier 3 and Orb will be ready soon. Tier 3, let's go. Inner fire rifles. Inner fire rifles. It's actually going into upkeep. More rifles, more mortar teams. Chaemiko wants to be able to fight. Watch Elementals are pretty good right now. Also, the level 2 Cold Arrow. Look at that slow. Chaemiko does seem to have superior micro so far in this game. Oh, one more Fiend. One more shot. Yoink. Got him. But Lich is level 5. About to get the Orb. Chaemiko, so aggressive. Not willing to try to expand or go tier 3. It's all in. Oh! If he gets the shop! Oh, that would be so sick. To prevent the Orb, can you imagine? Imagine? No. More teams have been taken out. The shop does keep standing. But the Lich doesn't get to the shop right now. Oh, no. No. No way. Trying to block the way with the Watch Elemental to prevent the Lich from getting the Orb, but he will get it. But what about the DK in the meantime? Has to TP out. He's like a TP still. Okay, but now we got the Lich level 5 with the Orb. That's a lot of damage. Shop falls, but the Lich is still standing. Dude. Chaemiko's got the supply lead. Lots of lumber still. Is he finally teching? No. Just mass tier 2. Push, push, push is the name of the game. It's the name of the game. You guys remember that? There was a track that was used for a lot of Counter-Strike frag highlight videos back in the Dizzy. Only 4 Fiends here for Lucy outside of the Lich. Well, 5 Fiends actually. Perhaps doesn't have that much damage. Lots of sustain for Chaemiko. He's got 5 Priests. But when the Nova hits, it still hurts. And there's no Holy Light, of course, on this human side. We'll have to see a Chain Lightning here into the Fiends. Zap! Where's Zap? Zap! There we go. Naga, though, feels the pain. Has to go for the Invo Potion soon. There it is. Lich is out of mana. Has to eat some more fiends, but also the Archmage. Oh, dropping low. Invo Potion holds on to it. Oh my god. The fact that Chaemiko is able to take any kind of fight here is insane. Excellent execution by Chaemiko. Lucy's control, I believe, could be a bit better at times. But I still got this sick level 5 Lich. Oh, Invo Potion dodges the coil! The DK is almost dead! Getting targeted! And Foil Lightning! Oh my god. Chaemiko absolutely outplaying Lucy on map number 2. Wow. That was so sick. He has to tap out. GG. God damn. Chaemiko is just a goddamn marvel. That was sick. Oh, painful game for Lucy. He was so far ahead. Losing the DK, losing the expansion, that should never happen. Unfortunately, sometimes it does. That was sick. That was sick. That was so well done by Chaemiko. I think the only mistake by Chaemiko was that he didn't use the telestab in the early game to cancel the expo a second time. Other than that, just marvelous play. I love watching Chaemiko games. He is, I think, by far the best human in the world right now. So inspiring. So cool. 2-0 lead for him. Could be a 3-0 here, potentially. Especially as we go to Last Refuge next. In my humble opinion, the best map for human in the pool. Because you have easy Merc Camp access, a very strong Archmage, always, oftentimes level 4 and beyond. Easy expansion to go for if you want. And yeah, I would love to see Chaemiko here just creep the Merc Camp first, get level 3, counter expand, and then just play a trading game. Go back and forth with the Undead, and make use of the advantage of Brilliance Aura and Shadow Priest. And Berserker. Lucy taking a short smoke break again to try to gather his thoughts. I hope he can leave that game behind and realize that, yeah, things there didn't go too well. He did give away a bit more than he should have, but he can still play a good game moving on from this. After a loss like that, you really don't want to beat yourself up too much, but rather take it one step at a time. The next map will be a bit harder to go for, to play out, but still very much doable. This is also one of the few maps where a Dreadlord is occasionally seen. But definitely has some weaknesses. Dreadlord expansion has a very tough time at dealing with Mortar Team push plus Alchemist. By the way, guys, don't forget, later on tonight, it's going to be time for the Back to Warcraft Weekly Cup number 17. Neo is going to be covering that one. We're going to have a fresh new map pool. The map pool of the B2W Weekly Cup always rotates week to week. And we're going to see if this week somebody can beat Happy. After our series here, the cam froze again, god damn it. Ayaya. After our series here, we're gonna have 2 more matches coming. 15 Sway versus Sock, which might be the highlight of the day, and Lin versus Life after. Life, the returning Night Elf, Chinese Night Elf player who has been grinding out a ton of games against the best orc of all time. I'm a bit worried that Life hasn't gotten to the level yet necessary to have a chance against Lin, but we'll see about that. Life was extremely talented in the past, before he retired. Looking forward to see him putting on his gloves again. Here we have map number 3. Last Refuge. Where Lucy will again be aiming for a ghoul build. And with that, most likely, a fast expansion. Chaemiko has been very happy so far to skip scouting and go for greedy creep camps at the beginning. And here this could be hugely beneficial. If he goes for the merc camp first and manages to pick up mercenaries along with expanding, along with leveling strongly on the Archmage, and maybe also finding a few good items for once, he could have very strong mid-game. Whoa! Oh, Todd talked about this. Todd talked about this in the ESL Meisterschaft interview. Apparently Chaemiko has been playing quite a bit of Pally first on Shallowgrave, trying to counter the Lich. I haven't seen it myself much yet, I have to admit. But apparently the Pally works out pretty well. Pally though, low move speed, low tempo early. For the Pally to be playable, I think you have to have a Merc camp. Which on this map you do. But it's not a Lich. It's the Crypt Lord. So I think Lucy is expecting the Pally, trying to counter with the Crypt Lord. Interesting. Very interesting. That means early game and mid game for Lucy will be crazy strong with Crypt Lord, but the late game will be a lot weaker, as the Crypt Lord falls off a lot more than the Lich does. And again, a big item. A big item. Row with a Magi, amazing. Sobi Mask, amazing. Belt, eh. And the auras, I don't even think he needs Divine Shield, so also the Devotion aura wouldn't be too good. Lots of suboptimal items. Flute also pretty bad for the early game. It's great for the late game though. It is amazing for the late game. Chaemiko's holding the skill point for now. No Divine Shield yet. No aura. Maybe he's holding it in case he gets surrounded. I like this by Lucy. Creeping the big camp right after the natural. The Haunted had to be delayed a bit. Here we go. Comes up now. And the Paladin gonna pick up a quick level 3, just like the Crypt Lord. Oh, very bad items for Lucy. These are possibly the worst items for him. Oh wow, that's very unfortunate. Everything else would have been better than Quel'Thalas boots, right? All the auras. Yeah, everything would have been better. And also gloves is very bad. Well, actually, there's no bad items for the Crypt Lord. Claws, gloves, circlet, everything's good. Ring, everything's good. Alright, level 3 on the Pally. This does skip Divine Shield. I think that's the right call. He's very tanky already.
The player's forces are under attack.
Oh, but here come the ghouls. Perfect timing. The peasants for Chaemiko in trouble. Oh, slightly slow with the reaction here. Losing one peasant. Paladin was still finishing the creep camp here. Only the mercs being sent back to deal with it. Okay, the ghoul attack in the end wasn't that scary. Only a single peasant dies. That's totally fine for Chaemiko. Got one arcane tower already in the main to be safe. Expansion for him.
Forces are under attack.
Will be finishing around the same time as Lucy's, but Lucy's tech should be a lot faster. We got 2 Shadow Priests already, so we're gonna have a good amount of Dispel to be used. Plenty of beetles out on the map already. Not so much mana on the Crypt Lord anymore. Only around 130. Paladin has way more. Oh, Chaemiko. With a wall off! Preventing... Oh, that's cool. Preventing Lucy to come in and harass the economy. Look at that! You shall not pass! Oh, but the ghouls can pass by over here.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
Arcane Tower about to be finished. This could be a few more peasants going down, but Chaemiko still trying to tango with the Crypt Lord here. Sends back the mercs again to deal with the ghouls. So that's a second peasant going down. Still not terrible for Chaemiko. A total of only 2 peasants dying this game. Gets a ghoul here. What's the tech saying? Halfway done for the undead. Only now starting for Chaemiko. So that's the first real deficit.
Forces are under attack.
As we see a second crypt coming. Good experience with the Pally though. Close to level 4. Paladin is a pretty low tempo early game hero. Takes a long time to come online. But boy oh boy does he scale well. Level 3 and onward are amazing for the Paladin. He's got 3 great spells. He got a great ultimate. Oh, trying to steal the item. But Lucy secures it with the Impale. Holy Light easy snipes on the ghouls. And there we got the level 4. Could also snipe this ghoul, right? Hell yeah. Oh, and snare on the Berserker. That's unfortunate for Lucy. Chaemiko now cleaning up this undead army. Lucy needs fiends badly. Very badly. And fiends are coming. Is he gonna go Blood Mage second? Blood Mage second could be great. The downside is always if you go Blood Mage, you can't really go Archmage. And not having Brilliance Aura. Also not wonderful. I think Archmage second could also be good. I wonder how he's gonna play this. I'm curious. Ooh, nice Impale. But Holy Light is ready. Only 1 footy will die. Almost denied. And the big difference here between the heroes is the mana. 24 base intelligence on the Pally, only 17 on the Crypt Lord. But now all the mana has been blasted through. It is Blood Mage second. Blood Mage, double racks, Blacksmith. These ghouls can't really do anything. So is he just gonna skip? Skip casters entirely? Just rifles and griffins could be good, right? Griffins against ghouls and A-bombs, and rifles against everything else. Oh, Fiend gets surrounded. That one's certainly dead. This is more experience for the Blood Mage. Scroll the Beast popped. Lucy's trying to fight this. He's got a lot more beetles here that he can actually use. He'll scroll, committed. Shadow Priest kept alive just barely. Level 4 for the Crypto. That's a big level up. Use it right away on the footies. Waiting for the Blood Mage to come in. Can't siphon the opponents too much anymore, but can siphon the Paladin. And the Paladin's mana efficiency is amazing. Holy Light only 65 mana, and it's such a strong spell. Oof. Doesn't quite get the Fiend. Oh, never mind. Mana Potion. Got him. Blood Mage, the mana battery, nicely helping out his homie. Needs a bit more mana himself here. And the great thing, of course, is you can also use Siphon against creeps. Somebody the other day told me that Siphon mana should cost 50 mana to use. Oh, can you imagine? Blood Mage would be completely useless. I mean, I don't want to be mean. I can understand it. Like, I've played against Blood Mage myself. Playing against Siphon can be really annoying, and it can feel really unfair, especially if you're getting slowed and stuff. But some spells just simply have to be really good for a hero to be viable. And that is what's the case for Blood Mage. And here comes the Pally Harass. Level 3 Holy Light instantly one-shots these Acolytes. He doesn't even have a Telestaff here. Chaemiko looking better and better in this game. Lucy creeping the red camp. Finds a great item here. Ancient Django, absolutely wonderful. He's got Lich now as well, and an orb. Chaemiko going for a lot of rifles. Oh, he's going priests. Oh, Inner Fire Rifles, boys. Here we go. My favorite kind of army. This is, I think, the only chance for Lucy to win this game. This push right now, before Chaemiko is fully online with more hero levels on the other heroes. Blood Mage coming in, has no mana at the moment. Impale on the Blood Mage, he's in big trouble. Healthstone used last second, trying to transfer something. Blood Mage might still be going down. Oh, the cloak! Goes for the mana potion, and with that the Paladin now has more healing to use. DK too far forward, might be going down. MK barely survives. The level 3 Holy Light is just so sick. Level 3 Holy Light is so sick. Blood Mage now, level 3 and full mana. Can give mana over to his homie once again. And the Paladin, just an absolute beast. Buffing up his whole army with more damage and armor. And has an insanely strong heal. I guess if you think about it, Holy Light is the best heal in the game, right? Must be. The thing is just, it's super hard to get the Pally to level 3 and 4 and 5. But when you get him, man is it strong. Level 3 Holy Light is same as Coil, right? Yes, it is, but Coil has traveling time, and Coil costs more mana. So that's advantages that Holy Light has. Holy Light is no projectile, and it's only 65 mana. Oh, does it have a shorter cooldown as well? Oh yeah, true. It's got a shorter cooldown as well. Oh yeah, it's a lot better. It's a lot better. That's why I'm saying Pally needs higher move speed. MK now level 2. Chaemiko is extremely strong at this point in the game. It's tough for the priests here to acquire a lot of mana, as they don't have the aura from the Archmage to work with. Do they get Master Training? Yes, they do now. I would have to see an Orb of Fire on this Pally as well.
A player's forces are under attack.
Honestly, the Blood Mage is actually not so good on... the Orb is not so good on the ranged hero Blood Mage, because it's always using Siphon. Pally and MK, not the best Orb carriers, but... especially for the Pally, I think it might be okay. .320 move speed is too much. No, it's not. No, it's not. 320 is good. .420 is better. True. Oh, Impale could be huge. Lucy didn't really look for the Impale. Bit of a missed opportunity here. Oh, banish and Stormbolt right away on the Crypt Lord, but it's level 5 Crypt Lord, not to forget. He's got a mana potion. The siphons so far haven't been too big. Oh, this is what I was talking about with Neo the other day. If you have Inner Fire, you have to put it on the frontline heroes. Put Inner Fire on the MK, put Inner Fire on the Pally. Such a huge help. Look at the armor on the Paladin. 15.1 armor. The Mana Battery Blood Mage doing a great job. Trying to go for the MK, might be the kill now. Oh, heal scroll! Oh, last second with the heal scroll, wonderful, and a Holy Light after. Chaemiko doesn't even have a staff. He is just such a Chad dude. Okay, now the Blood Mage is dead though. Is he? No! Banish! Holy Light! Oh my god. He's so good. He's so good, dude. Chaemiko shows the world how proper human micro looks. Whew, that nuke. Wonderfully done by him. Paladin all of a sudden almost level 6. MK level 3. There's still more upgrades to come. Gold mines are gonna run out kind of soon. Maybe it's time for Chaemiko to start thinking about a third base.
A player's forces are under attack.
Of course, the disadvantage of the human army is they don't have a move speed aura, so they're always going to be slower than the undead. This is something that the undead can try to exploit quite a bit by harassing, running all over the map. So far, this hasn't been achieved too much. Dude, this paladin. This paladin's efficiency here with mana is absolutely amazing. And of course, always the huge mana advantage on the human side. Thanks to Siphon. And indeed, in this kind of situation, Siphon can look crazy. But there's also ways to play around it, as Happy has shown in the past. Yo, guys. Yo, guys. Anybody hyped for Happy versus Chaemiko in the top 8? Hog champ. It's gonna be so sick. tanking with the heroes. He knows he can rely on the Blood Mage with the Holy Light. We have some Banshees now. But not that many. Not enough to put anti-magic on everything. Oh, sick impale. But that's what the heal throw was there for. There shouldn't be too many of those impales. Thanks to Siphon. Oh, Paladin, let's go down here. He tried to Holy Light him, but he was stunned and in the air. And there, the Blood Mage does actually die. Wait a minute. This game ain't over yet, folks. Not so sure about the mortar teams, I gotta say. And all of a sudden, it might be time to strike back for Lucy. Still lots of gold on Chaemiko. However... shouldn't you have gone for Griffins? I wonder. Well, hard to afford all of that, I guess. Wait a minute. Lucy might be making the comeback happen here right now. One more Holy Light is there. But not too much mana on Chaemiko's side anymore. Blood Mage still holding on to the Emo Potion. Now uses it finally. Oh, DK finds himself getting targeted. TP transfer last second keeps him alive. But with that hero kill... oh. Lucy found his footing again. And he's got a third base. And Chaemiko doesn't. The thing is also, that level 4 for the Blood Mage basically doesn't do anything. Banish scales very poorly. The cool thing about playing Griffins is, if the Griffin gets webbed and focused, you can banish it, and then the web is removed. So even if a destroyer dispels the banish, the web is still gone. Lucy did a good job here, keeping his destroyers alive, not flying them into the rifles too easily. These rifles have 9.5 armor, by the way. Very nice. And the first tank of the series now being added. Not having an Immo Potion on the Blood Mage here anymore. Very scary. And Chaemiko's just refusing to buy a staff. It's kind of crazy.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Fight back, Acolyte, fight back! Alright, inner fire being applied everywhere. But of course the destroyers can dispel it, and because there's no brilliance around, these priests don't have infinite mana at all. Expansion is about to run out. Well, I guess also for Lucy. If Chaemiko doesn't expand here, he might very well just run out of gold and lose this game. I thought he had it, but Lucy, with the huge army, dude, 94 supply. Absolutely crazy. MK not having clap might be a mistake.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's an Immo Potion on the Blood Mage. Yep, there it is.
A town is under siege.
One invuln on each hero now. Chaemiko is scouted. Gonna move up north into the tight position here next to the trees. Impales could be huge. And then we go. Stormbolt right away. Paladin taking a lot of damage. Gets to level 6. Is he going for the ultimate? Didn't choose yet. Oh, but the Siphon is huge. The Siphon is gigantic. MK dodges the coil. Lots of militia coming from the main. And Chaemiko may have just done it. After losing the Blood Mage, he was in a bit of trouble. But now, with a gigantic army against a Crippler who doesn't have mana anymore. The huge mana advantage again on the human side. There was one fight this game which looked good for Lucy, but the rest clearly going the way of the human. And this one tactical tank forcing the fight here in the position where Chaemiko was very ready for it. If you fight this, if you play this on a top level, reaction time is super important, right? With the invul potions on the heroes. So important to dodge coils, to dodge impales, especially if you can dodge impales with the invul potion. That's huge. But hard to do. Lucy was close to 100 supply just a moment ago, but now down to 72, lower than the opponent. Chaemiko didn't expand, but I guess he didn't need to. Cryptload again. Stormbolt, Siphon, losing a lot of mana. Right away. Tank with inner fire getting repaired. Blood Mage again in front. He knows he can rely on the Holy Light and the Invul Potion. He should be able to. Alright, Lucy pushing in. This is it. Last chance. Stormbolt Siphon. Oh, actually, it's disjointed. Paladin doesn't have Invul Potion anymore. This might be the kill. Can he kill the Paladin? This is the one way to do it. But no. Invul Potion transferred. And that might finally be it. Crypt Lord, far forward. Paladin now on hold position in the back. He's not risking his own life anymore, but he's healing his allies over and over. Oh, a nice impale. That could be the end. That is the kill indeed. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. MK is dead. But he can be revived. There isn't enough gold for it. Chaemiko does still have the much bigger army. And a lot more mana. That fiend finds herself on the wrong side of the tracks. Lucy is a lot faster though. With the Unholy Aura and the Endurance, he's speeding around, zooming around, running circles around Chaemiko. MK halfway back. Coil Nova long range. That's a way to do it. This game really isn't over yet. I didn't see this until now. Look at this Lich inventory, by the way. Pretty sick. Resurrection used for 1 rifle and 2 peasants. Alright. Better than nothing, I guess. The thing is, Chaemiko doesn't have invul pots anymore. Right? Dude, I think Lucy's gonna win this. Chaemiko doesn't have invulns. He could buy 1.
A player's forces are under attack.
Big impale, but also big siphon. The DK now completely dry. As the MK returns. Just a little bit too late. Doesn't get in range for Stormbolt to find some kills here. MK was given a lot of mana. Charging in front. Does find 1 fiend. That should be a kill. Aggressive Holy Light. Got him. No more income. What to do now? Crypt Lord almost level 6. These fights are getting scrappier and scrappier. This ult could be good. Maybe. Oh, Stormbolt Siphon again. Always using this combo wonderfully. You can do it again on the Crypt Lord. Blood Mage. Very far forward. Oh my god, the Nova Impale. Jeez Louise. Cryptid now out of mana. So is the DK. Only the Lich has some juice left. Oh, Stormbolt Twilight on the DK, and he falls! Finally, that is the kill. And the game. GG called. But Lucy puts up a real fight on map 3. Where that game could have gone either way. Huh? There we are. And yeah, in the end, it is this goddamn camera, dude. It is Chaemiko who makes it through, but at least one good map here presented by Lucy. But Lucy's out, and Chaemiko makes it through into the top 8.